Hey guys, just want to bring you a little overview of my new to me Taylor Freelance Magwell for my Canik. Gun is clear. So, got this just yesterday, got it put on. This Magwell will fit the Mete SFX, Mete SFT, the polymer framed Rivals, and the TTI Combat. They all use the same lower. Basically, there's some minor differences, but for all intents and purposes, they use the same lower. The only real difference is, I think, the mag release on them, and then the stippling on like the TTI and stuff, and then obviously like colors. But as far as back straps and magwells go, they are compatible. They're effectively the same frame. This does require the Taylor Freelance backstrap, either the brass, which is what I have, or the aluminum. But the way that it mounts, it does require their backstrap because it uses a screw in the back as opposed to the factory one mounts kind of like up there in the bottom of the backstrap. So you cannot get this without getting one of their backstraps. Now the backstrap, in this case the brass one, but both of them do work with the factory Magwell. There is a hole in the bottom and it does come with both screws, both for the Taylor Freelance or the factory. But you can use the factory Magwell with this as well. I think I have another video on my channel with it, but I'm not positive. But it's a huge Magwell here. It's absolutely massive. This is brass, that's brass. It does add a lot of weight into your hand as well. Before anything, when this gun is completely stock, it was very top heavy. The slide is not light at all. It's a lot of weight there, and it felt like the weight was all above you. Even with just the backstrap, it does put the weight in your hand a lot better. And then with that, it kind of drops the weight even further down. It does feel really, really nice in the hand. I don't know where that red's coming from. But it does feel really, really nice. It's a huge funnel. Obviously, I'm not the best aim. Thing's a day old, haven't even shot it yet. Brass is soft, but still. Here's what it looks like with this one of my PDP mags with a ZR tactical base plate on it. Here is some mags that I'm sure you guys are familiar with, the TP9 mags. There's how it looks in there. Fits. Locks back. It's kind of tight, but it does work. The factory Walther PDP base pad for a Magwell. Fits. It is up there. It is strippable. Not much on the side, so you can catch the front of it. But obviously this is if you even have PDP. This is a factory Canik 10 rounder with a PDP base plate that I had. Fits in there as well. So all in are fine. Obviously if you're going to be getting something like that, you're probably going to have some extended base plates like that. That's about what they look like. That is, I think, 140 millimeter extension on a PDP mag. So it's about what you can expect from some of these. The Taylor Freelance Plus 4s are probably right about the same size. So if you were to get those for your Canik mags, it'd probably be pretty similar. Obviously just whatever color you were to get, and then in aluminum or brass. But this thing does fit really, really tight. Whenever I went to put it on, I did have a little bit of fitment issues. I did have to kind of Dremel out just a very little amount on the bottom of the backstrap in order to get the back of the magwell to fully seat. It does not go up onto the frame a ton. I mean, there is the edge of the frame right there. It just kind of sits into, there's a lip in the front up there, and it kind of like hangs around the back. So you set it on there, and then you kind of pull it back. And then, something in there. There's a set screw inside of the actual backstrap. You have to sink it in there so that way it is flush. Pull the magwell up, and then you reach through this hole with a Allen wrench, which does come in the package with the magwell as well. If you don't have one, it does come with one. And then you screw it out, and that's what kind of puts tension on it. It's very tight. It's not going anywhere. There's no wiggle at all. That little bit of wiggle that you're hearing is just from the slide itself. It is very, very on there. So if you're looking for a big competition-y style magwell, or you just want a bigger magwell, get that ledge. It does provide a very nice ledge on there for your hand. This is a very good option for the brass and both of them, for the backstrap and the magwell. It's around 150, I believe, but it does add quite a bit of weight. It balances the gun phenomenally, I think, and just looks nice. This is the brass black Cerakoted backstrap. They were out of the black whenever I ordered it, so I got the tungsten. So this is the brass tungsten Mete Rival magwell. I do kind of like the color disparity, I guess. It is what it is. I don't really care. I would have preferred black, I think, but I'm not upset about this by any means. But that's a huge funnel. Let me see, I think I have my PDP handy. Here is my PDP. That's a factory magwell. That is also a fairly big magwell. This Canik one is huge. So it's beat up, but that's how much of that mag shows. This thing covers quite a bit more. This is an absolutely massive magwell, but it works. And the goal is to use this for competition. I'm new to competition, I'm looking to start fairly soon. I know this will put me in, I believe, limited optics because of the magwell, but it's fine. I want to use it. If it really comes down to where I don't want to be in limited optics, I can use either of these and just take the magwell off and just run carry optics. But yeah, this thing is fantastic. So if you are looking for something to add a little bit of weight, whether you care about it putting you in limited optics or if you even compete, these are a very, very good option. Now you can also just get the back strap. That does balance the gun. Still fantastic. It puts a lot more of the weight in your hand. It's like 4 or 6 ounces, something like that in the back strap alone. So it does feel really nice. Brings the weight back into you as opposed to it feeling like it's, because the weight felt like it was like up here. Like I could feel it kind of bouncing whenever I shot, to where with this back strap, it does kind of put it back into your hand, which is really, really nice. I do also have a factory Canik low force full size recoil spring. Ordered 2 weeks ago, still haven't shipped, I guess, but I'll be getting that soon to help lighten the weight of the slide reciprocating a little bit. Hopefully that'll help. I got my Freedom Smith. I think it's the Zombie or Zombie Pro or something trigger. Obviously very little movement there in the trigger. Very nice. Still torn more optic. I might get one of the new 407 comps whenever they come out in either red or gold, but we'll see. But this is my, or will be, I guess, my kind of entry into competition. Got the handle it grips on there, but yeah, we'll see. Mainly wanted to post this because in my research and looking for this, I found, I think, one video, and it was from Taylor Freelance themselves on this magwell, and it barely showed the gun. It was a 2-tone gun, the black with the FDE with the brass magwell, and you really got like one shot of it in his hand. It wasn't a very useful video in terms of seeing what it looked like on this particular gun. It was very helpful in terms of installing, which is the point of that video. But I couldn't really find a video showing what it looked like, user experience with it at all. So hopefully, if that's what you're looking for, I can help with that. So yeah, there it is. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down there in the comment section. Thank you for watching.